Welcome to my 31 days of Halloween, where I do a new makeup look every single day in October. So the new American Horror Story came at a perfect time. The American Horror Story theme is cult, and this was the promotional photo for the new season. I fell instantly in love with it, wrote it down and said, yep, I'm definitely doing that this Halloween. Obviously, I wasn't releasing this look until October, so a lot of YouTubers have already covered this look quite well. I would recommend Ellie Max and both Made You Look. They're both phenomenal, and I figured I would give you my take on this tutorial as well. So if you want to find out how to create this look, just keep on watching.
Alright, to start things off, I'm going to tell you about some of the prep work that you're going to have to do. I bought these hair clips. They're just bobby pins with bumblebees on top of them, and I painted them white, black, and yellow like a typical bumblebee should be. For the actual headpiece, we will be using a product called Model Magic, which is a very lightweight clay which can be molded into practically anything. So, to start off, grab your Model Magic into one big wad and start rolling it out with a rolling pin. Get it as thin as you can because this is going to be placed right on top of your bald cap. So I put my bald cap on a stand as you see here, and I'm placing it right on top of it and forming it to the actual head. And then I will use a razor blade and cut all around the edges of where it is going to sit on top of my head. Now I've also made this tool, which is basically a pencil and cardboard glued to the back of it. It's in the shape of a hexagon for our honeycomb stamp. It's pretty janky, but it definitely got the job done. All you gotta do is press it into the Model Magic, which is set on top of your bald cap, and cover the entire head with this shape. It's gonna take some time, so just be patient with it. Once it is all stamped out, it is now time to paint this headpiece. I'm using an alcohol-based palette here because I like the saturation in some areas and the lightness in other areas. When you've got your base coat set, I'm going in with a darker brown color and filling in some of those little honeycomb holes just to make sure that it has some sort of shadow and dimension to it. Bingo! Now it's time to put it on your head. So, put it on like a regular bald cap. You cut the edges, make sure it fits to your own scalp, and put it on with any type of adhesive that you would like. I seal it with Pros-Aid, of course. For the lip of this headpiece, I'm using Nose and Scar Wax from Ben Nye, and giving it some sort of edge and blending it downward with a spatula and Vaseline. This does take some time as well. Make sure your spatula is heavily loaded with Vaseline or it's going to stick and not be very effective. Alright, back to painting the prosthetic. I'm using a darker brown on the back of this headpiece to give it a shadow, and then using the darker brown tone in some of the honeycomb shapes just to give them some more shadow. I'm also putting some of this Model Magic on the side of my head to better show the illusion that my head has been scalped. Alright, now we gotta get ready to paint our face. So first step, glue down those eyebrows and set them with powder. And then shirt comes off because we gotta paint our entire body, including our arms and our hands. So get to it! Alright, for the eyeshadow, it's actually pretty simple. I'm using this red burgundy shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette, and I'm just going in the crease of my eye socket and right next to my sinuses? Is that okay to say? Right there in between my nose? Remember to put some of that eyeshadow on your lower lash line as well, and blend everything upward. For the lips, I'm using this MAC lip pencil, and the Cupid's bow on this look is very sharp. It also extends past the upper lip, which gives it that circus clown feel. So, line the lips entirely, and then fill them in with a dark red shade. I believe this is Monte Carlo from NYX Cosmetics. After the lips are all filled in, we gotta put in those clown tears, which is actually pretty easy. Start in the center of your eye with a red cream paint and drag it downward. For the upper part, same situation except go upward. Wow. For the rim of this headpiece, I am using the coral color in the Flash palette from Makeup Forever and just going around the entire edge and painting that coral. Oh yeah, P.S. This model had some white mascara, so I'm using a small fan brush with a white cream paint and coloring my eyelashes white. Alright, time to stick on those bumblebees. I'm just using liquid latex, waiting for it to get tacky, and then attaching them onto my head in random areas. For the honey, I am melting some gelatin, putting in some orange food coloring and stirring it together and letting it drip on top of my head. This is not burning hot. I've waited for it to cool down quite a bit. It's also easier to manipulate once it has cooled down. If you try to use it right out of the microwave, it's just going to drip all over the place and probably burn you, so please be careful. After the honey is all set, you probably need to repaint your hand, do a couple other touch-ups, but you're basically done. A piece of cake, right?
Alright, you guys, this is the final look. I hope you're into it, and I hope you're liking the new season of American Horror Story. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, because guess what? I'm coming out with another makeup tutorial every single day this month, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, I will see you guys tomorrow with another makeup look. Bye-bye.